Hey guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It is 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I want to talk a little bit more about George Floyd, but not particularly that. About in the last couple of days now, we've seen a couple of videos surface. A video from a gym in Minneapolis where a white man approached a group of black entrepreneurs. It was a large corporate building with a gym in the bottom, and a white man who regularly works out there saw a group of black men that he didn't think belonged there. They rented a space for their corporation, their company in the building, and they were entitled to use the gym just like everybody else. Another incident in Central Park with a woman named Amy Cooper, who this one was just ridiculous, where she says she's going to call the police on a group on an African man threatening her as she aggressively approaches said black man. And I started thinking about these particular videos and how they do seem to pop up and fuel this people like me. I see this as everybody's rights being infringed. You don't have to just be black to be angry at this. I see a person being hurt, their rights being ignored, and their life being taken. It makes anybody like me angry. You don't have to be black to get very angry at this. So we see these videos pop up, and it fuels it more. And I started thinking about this. So my mind went to I always hear the Trump supporters' claims of the media doing this, the media doing that. And I thought more about that, but it's really not the media. YouTube is a public forum. That's where a lot of these videos, YouTube, Twitter, that's where these videos pop up initially, and then they're picked up. They start going viral, and they're picked up by the news, the news programs, the media. The media senses when the media viral means money. When people download these videos, they go viral. The media sees it, sees money, and they pick them up. More viewers mean more commercials, mean more money. Simple. And it's not the media. I'm going to guess here. I'm going to guess that the stuff we see in these videos in Central Park with this lady aggressively going up to a black man, with the Minneapolis, with the gym, with this man approaching a group of black entrepreneurs. My opinion is this stuff, these things happen every single day, thousands of times a day across America. Now, I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing that a lot of people aren't filming it. This probably happens over and over and over again to people of color, to minorities, to anybody on the fringes of society. And because these videos are filmed, these ones here in particular are filmed by black men. Earlier this year or late last year, there were videos of Muslim women being harassed. And these are filmed by the actual people being harassed. And I was trying to figure why they become so popular right now when we start seeing this injustice with George Floyd. All of a sudden, these videos pop up. And I'm thinking, it's not the media, it's not the politicians, it's not lies, it's us. I think a lot of times we get conditioned or we feel that it's futile. It's futile sometimes. I can imagine if I put myself, I'm going to try to do this. I don't know. I'll probably catch some criticism for this. But if I were that black man, and I was being harassed, If this kind of thing happened to me on a daily basis, a weekly basis, it would get frustrating. You have to get to a point where you need to function in your normal everyday life with the necessities of things you have to do. And I'm trying to say, I guess you have to adjust yourself to dealing with them, not ignoring them, but just dealing with this on a daily basis. So I imagine these people wouldn't be filming it all the time. It's just part of their daily lives. It's something they have to deal with every single day. And I imagine it becomes overwhelming where you have to deal with your job, your family, making money, bills. And on top of that, you have people telling you that you don't belong in Central Park or you don't belong in the gym. And at some point, I imagine that you just have to prioritize, I guess. And so you wouldn't be able to film every incident when this kind of thing happens to you. Then something like George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery happens. And it makes people like me, people that have a conscience, that understand that we're all the same, it sets off a fuse. And it becomes a higher priority where I think more black people, more of the Muslim people, more of the people being harassed say enough and they start filming it to show the world what they're dealing with on a daily basis. These videos go to YouTube, to Twitter, and because of all the attention being paid to this, it wakes up the rest of America to what's going on, to put a mirror in their face. So that's my opinion of why, if anybody questions, like, well, it must be the media just trying to inflame racial tensions. This, they're just cherry picking incidents, and I don't believe that. I believe minorities, people on the fringes of society, people at the bottom, people that are always being kicked down on, deal with all this on a daily, hourly, weekly basis. They just get to a point where they can't film it all. And when stuff like this George Floyd thing, this George Floyd being murdered, it just gets to a point where it becomes a higher priority. Like I said, I'm guessing here. And if I offend anybody by assuming that I know what it's like, I apologize. What I'm trying to do is use empathy, not sympathy, empathy. I'm trying to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. Try to honestly feel what it must be, to try to understand what it must feel like to be in that position 24/7. So yeah, I don't think it's the media. My belief is these things that we see right now with the Central Park and the gym, these things happen constantly, every second, every minute, every hour, all across America, every day. They're just not being filmed all the time. They're just not making it onto the viral hits on YouTube and Twitter all the time, and therefore being picked up by the media all the time. But they're happening. They're happening. And it's not just the media inflaming it. It's us. It's us. All right. You guys have a good Thursday.